In our very first story, Alfred Woyome has been acquitted and discharged. Mr. Woyome was acquitted of defrauding. I'll take that story again. The Financial Court has acquitted and discharged Alfred Woyome of defrauding the court by false pretenses and causing financial loss to the state. Trial Judge Justice Ajay Nassam held that the prosecution did not convince the court that the accused person misrepresented himself in the payment of 51 million Ghana cedis to him. Now, given reasons for his acquittal, the court wondered why individuals like former Attorney General Betty Modidrisu, Ebo Batinodo, former Deputy Attorney General Rex Dankwa, who were instrumental in the contract, did not testify. On defrauding the state of false pretenses, the evidence adduced by the prosecution falls flat in the face of the law, adding the state could not prove that Woyome misrepresented himself. On the count of causing financial loss to the state, the court held that there has not been any evidence of willfully causing financial loss. It held that the charges were not proved to its logical conclusion. And Accra Fast-Track High Court gave a default judgment and awarded 51 million Ghana cedis to Alfred Woyome on May 24, 2010. 2 years ago, the state went to court to reverse that decision. Let's now go on the phone lines and speak to Executive Director of the Ghana Integrity Initiative, Vitus Azim. Let's speak his reactions on this latest ruling by the court. Mr. Azim, thank you very much for your time. So, what do you make of this latest ruling by the High Court?
Well, it is, we're in a democracy and the rule of law prevails. Whether we like it or not, that is the ruling of the court. The sad part of it is that the judge has blamed the prosecutors for the outcome of what has happened. He mentioned the failure of some key witnesses to appear before the court to give evidence. And you see, that is especially when these people are linked to the ruling political party, it always raises a lot of concerns about whether we're actually determined in stopping this judgment desk or not. Whether we deliberately allow these judgment desks to drain down our resources, limited resources, and what we can do about it. We are paying people, public prosecutors, to defend the state, and unfortunately, they don't take it seriously, and nothing happens to them. It is very sad.
So, where do we go from here as a nation?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but I think that yes, he has not maybe committed a crime, but that does not rule out the fact that the monies were wrongly paid to him. And so I think that we still have a case in recovering the money, even though we cannot prosecute. I mean, he cannot be. He's not convicted of a crime. The money could have still been wrongly paid to him. And then the issue of causing financial loss to the state should now revert to the public officials who were supposed to ensure that due diligence was exercised and that those monies were not paid. So I think that this should not see the end of the whole thing. We still have to now pursue the other people that can be accused of having caused the financial loss to the state.
Is it your considered opinion that people like Betty Modidrisu, former Attorney General, and Ebo Batinodo should be hauled before the courts and prosecuted?
Well, I cannot mention names, but I'm saying that those people that are implicated in the whole case need to also be brought before.
These are the two people that were implicated in the court ruling.
Financial loss to the state.
Mr. Azim, these are the two people
that they did not exercise due diligence in their work.
Mr. Azim, these are the two people who were implicated in the court ruling: Betty Modidrisu and Ebo Batinodo.
Yes, it's true, but I'm saying that they may not be the only ones. maybe some other people, subordinates below them, were supposed to do certain things they did not do. So whoever, I don't want us to limit it to specific individuals, but whoever is found to have been implicated in this case should also be made to account for the loss that the state has incurred in respect of this transaction.
51 million cedis is such a colossal amount of money. Is it your understanding that this could have any collateral damage on the reputation and image of the NDC government as we go into elections next year?
Well, it is not just the 51 million alone. This heavy judgment debts that have been paid out, some of them are avoidable. Those that the Supreme Court has ruled that they should be recovered, we are not hearing of the recovery. All these things will definitely have a dent on the image of the government of the day, because they are not exercising due diligence over the control and use of the state resources, and that is not enough, especially at a time that we are in some financial crisis.
All right, thank you very much. We'll have to leave it here. Vitus Azim is Executive Director of the Ghana Integrity Initiative. That's Vitus Azim. And you're watching Midday Live on TV3. Our top news this hour: the Financial Court has acquitted and discharged Alfred Woyome of defrauding the state by false pretenses and causing financial loss to the state. Now, the trial judge, Justice Nassam, held that the prosecution did not convince the court that the accused person misrepresented himself in the payment of 51 million Ghana cedis to him. Now, given reasons for his acquittal, the court wondered why individuals like former Attorney General Betty Mode Idrisu Ebo Batinojo, who is a former Deputy Attorney General, and Rex Dankwa, who were instrumental in the contract, did not testify. Now, on defrauding the state by false pretenses, the evidence adduced by the prosecution fell flat in the face of the law, adding that the state could not prove that Woyome indeed misrepresented himself. Now, also on the count of causing financial loss to the state, the court upheld that there has not been any evidence of willfully causing loss or any evidence of bad intentions. Now, it held that the charges were not proved to its logical conclusion. Now, the Accra Fast Track High Court gave a default judgment and awarded 51 million cedis to Alfred Woyome on May 24, 2013. 2 years ago, the state went to court to reverse that decision. And we'll be staying a bit while on the subject. We'll be getting some more reactions. And as to when we get those reactions, we'll bring them live to you on Midday Live.